when I'm not so fatigued.
Not so fatigued? You're riding a frigging e-bike, man. Any day out riding's a pretty good day. Or be a better day on an e-bike, which is what we're doing today. Thanks to Pheonix Cycles, we've got a couple of demos. We're down Mount Kiera. We're going to let this rip, find out what this e-bike hype is about. Let's go.
All right, CBD in tour mode. That's 2 of 3.
Like, what else do you need to know about an e-bike other than you're going to get a lot more riding done? You're going to get to the top of so many more great trails and enjoy those great trails and do more great trails and become more skilled because you're doing more great trails. That's obvious, right? I've got some other observation about a few things you probably haven't considered before now. And my key takeaway is e-bikes make you lazy, but not at all how you think. You'll get your workout because you'll ride further and you'll probably ride more often because the fun value is just undeniable. But that's not at all the laziness I mean here. So, Frenchie's in reverse. Wouldn't try it on anything except an e-bike, that's for sure, and I'm still completely out of breath. They're not easy still. But first, to the basics and what I'm riding. I'm down around Kiera and the Gong riding the Orbea Wild H30 2022. It's a 29er with 160mm travel and weighs in at around 26 plus kilograms. It boasts the 750 watt Bosch motor and is fitted with the biggest available battery. It's a beast with a recommended retail of around 8.4k. But this is not a review of this particular bike. This video is about e-bikes generally. However, I also rode the Orbea Rise H30. It's considered a light EMTB, though at the heavy end of this scale. At around the 21 kilo mark. It's also a 29er, has a 540 watt Shimano motor and 140 mils travel. In short, I really didn't like it, or am I likely to ever buy anything from this light e-bike category? The smaller motor compared to the Wild meant I was unable to keep up with Chuck on climbs, who is less fit than I. But still, 21 kilograms is hardly a nimble dance partner down the trails.
Don't like it.
First impressions? The worst of both worlds. I would never buy an e-bike that meant I was struggling to climb at the pace of my friends.
Pickets. Part of CBD.
But back to the main question of today. Do e-bikes make you lazy? Yes! Not in effort, because the fun you'll have will encourage more effort. Don't worry about that. I'm referring to your technical skills, which varies in importance depending on where you are in your riding career. Been riding 20 years and an EB will be your 4th addition to the garage? You might dismiss what I'm saying. That's cool. Are you looking to get into the sport? Or have proudly outgrown that entry-level bike you bought just 12 months ago? Congrats, and respect if any of these apply to you.
Alright, another new trail.
The skills I'm referring to are cornering, pumping, line choice, strategic gear changes, and seat positioning. All are interrelated, stemming from the weight of the bikes.
What's around the corner? I don't know.
But let's look at each consideration individually. Cornering. A heavier bike carries greater forward momentum. It's less keen to turn. Cornering uphill is just totally different to Amish traditions.
Bugger! Lent it over with the weight. Not so much the sharpness of the turn, just the angle of the bike.
You are no longer looking to carry momentum through a corner because with the extra forward momentum, your front wheel will slide out. Given the ease with which you can regain speed out of a corner,
turning is a bit of a pain actually.
your cornering approach, especially uphill, will change. Slowly into the turn and punch it out. I found it crucial to lean heavy on the inside grip, a deceptively simple technique I find hard to master personally. And so an e-bike requires more upper body exertion to point it down the trail as you need to.
The e-bike helps berming a little bit.
It's a skill worth developing that an e-bike may actually help you with, even if it tires you out more quickly.
Liar, liar.
I did get really lazy with my gear choices. Because you just keep going and the wheels just keep spinning, you think less about what gear you're in. This could be construed as relaxing, but compared to the acute awareness of effort on an Amish bike, I found myself regularly approaching features in the completely wrong gear. Slowly spinning my way up a trail rather than being agile and using my personal mass in and off the seat, my technical climbing skills will degrade on an e-bike. Or, if you haven't developed these skills yet, you may never on an e-bike, making you a lazy climber up technical terrain.
I did the whole forgot to change gears thing.
Also, when getting set for a section, this little trick of lifting the back wheel for a crank or two while I change gears...
Just grab the front brake, lean it forward and clipped in. I can easily pedal and change gears.
It's not quite achievable with a heavy as anything e-bike.
Berms are so nice. Those berms are so good.
And I found that through the undulations, I pumped way less on the e-bike. The motivation's just not there, half a pedal and you get all that gain anyway. So some very different techniques and swapping between Amish and e-bikes. It's a completely different style, something to consider if an e-bike is going to be your only bike. Pumping a trail. This is a moderate to advanced skill that personally I've only got my head around in the last year or two. Yep, I'm slow. It takes effort, a good eye and skill to treat a natural trail like a pump track, minimising the pedalling. But this is clearly less advantageous when pedalling requires so little effort. Why bother pumping? Well, you won't. Another skill to be degraded or never developed.
Oh, if there was rider cam, you'd see me just smiling ear to ear. This is good stuff. Ah, too cool. Alright, so heading up Kembla Road. It's the second run up, which says a lot about an e-bike to start with, because on the Amish bike, one go up Kembla Road just wouldn't happen for me. I just wouldn't attempt it. I'd be so spent and fatigued by the time I got to the top. Doing the down would be unsafe. Pedaling up long hills like this, roadies will know And of course, it's obvious you get better efficiency from your pedaling with your legs going in circles rather than up and down pistons. On an e-bike, I found myself reverting back to the up and down pistons again. Just some lazy habits. E-bikes do make you lazy. I found pedaling up this hill, I forgot to change down into an easier gear. Why? Because the bike just kept going. Spin my legs, the bike goes up. Adam said, oh, you put it down again. So much easier. But on an e-bike, I just didn't think about it. Similarly, going up a dirt trail, I just forgot to put my seat back up.
I noticed a tendency to leave my seat down on pedaly sections. This wasn't a conscious decision, I just didn't think of lifting it. Pedaling was so easy. I was having fun. The upside was that surprise features were easier to handle because the seat was already down, but my pedaling technique was less efficient and ingrained a common bad habit of low and mid-level riders. With a lower seat, piston legs is encouraged by the ergonomics.
Yo.
Line choice. The additional forward momentum mentioned as a detraction for cornering may in fact be an advantage in gravity sections. E-bikes are point and shoot, especially if favouring the beast capacity of the Orbea Wild.
So heavy you just slid sideways down the rock.
I like the sometimes chess-like decisions of picking your line. The Wild was like playing checkers. Try to rail the corners and damn everything else. A disadvantage or laziness? Well, look no more than how you'd ride a downhill rig. But is that the sort of rider you're looking to be? Maybe, or maybe not.
Ah, fuck no. Chunky. Hard work finding the line and a lot of guesswork, but that's cool.
In it and hold on.
Point, shoot and hope.
The skills of moving the bike beneath you, keeping your balance centered, are not going to be developed on a 26 plus kilo e-bike.
Thank you.
Pen and stick, yeah, if you're up for it.
E-bikes have a cost beyond the price tag. That's my takeaway so far.
And I can't give my thoughts about e-bikes without talking about the temptation to leave it in a high power mode and just enjoy it to the fullest. But now you're inviting range anxiety, and that's a balance you're going to have to get your head around. E-bike ballast does make you feel more stable in the air, but if a line or feature requires 30 plus kilometers per hour, good luck getting that on an Australian standard e-bike without gravity in your pocket. Just good luck. This may mean some features actually become harder on an e-bike. And I do not intend these observations to be the defining factor in your decision to drop 8 or 15,000 bucks on the best toy you may ever own. But
Sorry about that.
I do hope you drop that cash as informed as possible. See your local for access to a demo model and enjoy. There is no one thing in bike land that suits everybody.
I've never done a drop so badly.
So, if an e-bike is going to be your third or fourth steed,
Oh, that was hectic.
and you're an accomplished rider, you might ignore what I'm putting forward here. You might not agree anyway, and that's cool. Such a discussion in the comments could help many a rider. as I wrangled with this decision myself. I'm keen to hear what you think. I'm glad you're enjoying this content. Please hit the like button to show that you are. Killer afternoon on the bike. Kiera, Kembla, fantastic time. So much thanks to Adam and James for leading me around, showing me so many new to me trails. Fantastic. But look, today is all about these bad boys. Is it worth it? Does the additional fun outweigh the bad habits? Is an e-bike for you? Only you can decide that. Try one, test one. There's no definitive answer on this. Look, according to Strava, 2 hours moving time, 33 Ks, 1,090 meters elevation. In my universe, that's only possible on an e-bike. That just doesn't happen in any other way. So thank you, e-bike, for that. Thank you, Pheonix Cycles, for loaning me for this bad boy for the day. And thanks, man. Finally off the problem. You got to catch him. See ya. Like, subscribe, share this video with someone that's thinking about an e-bike. Anyway, Mal MTB, thanks for watching. Ride something today. Ride something today that enables you to still ride tomorrow, fitness and injury-wise. Mal MTB, cheers.